What's going on, YouTube? Trucking Life here one more time, guys and gals and girls and girls. Yeah. Now, these are my thoughts on what a real trucker is. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. As you guys know, I don't consider myself a truck driver. I'm a person to drive a truck, but I still carry some of these qualities. You know what I'm saying? But this video ain't gonna be no statics or nothing into it, guys. I'm just gonna, I don't know if it's a rant, man, but my thing is this: if you consider yourself a real trucker, but I don't see a lot of this out here. I see guys getting cut off on the road. I see truckers cutting people off. There was a point in time where if you was broke down on the side of the road, somebody would stop and say, "Hey, man, do you need help?" Like a truck driver will stop, asking you at least if you need some help. Man, you better hope you move far enough on the shoulder so they don't run you over. They speeding down the highway. And I get it. We're in a different time. Now you got log books, not ELD laws, where everybody don't have a lot of time to waste. You know, you can't do some things you used to do on paper book, you know, on a paperback, you know what I'm talking about? But I get it in that aspect, but some people are just rude. If you go do this profession, let's start bringing this stuff back if you want to be in the profession for a long time, which I doubt it come back, because once the ball start rolling the other way, it's kind of hard to get it back, going back up the hill, you know what I'm talking about? One thing is being a professional. Now, when I say being professional, I'm talking about you care about the integrity of other drivers out here. You care about the integrity of your name out here. You care other people actually think about you as far as like when you operate in that vehicle. Being professional. Or somebody kind of do some things to you in a customer service area, or you're on the phone with the big bird and they ain't talking to right, and you want to go ham.com on them, but you still be cool. And don't get me wrong, there's some exceptions to this rule. Sometimes you do go ham on people. You know, sometimes people need to go ham on. You know what I'm talking about? But for the most part, you try to keep it more professional setting, whereas it don't have like consequences, repercussions for your behavior. Real quick, here's a story. Here's a guy. When I'm talking about professional, this guy was professional, but this is an exception to the rule. I was with this company. It was a guy, a dispatcher, talking crazy, talking real greasy to this driver. He's the owner operator, so his money was dictated what that dispatcher gave him. And this dude talking real greasy. I mean, you gonna do what I tell you to do. I know other dispatchers listen to you, but I'm not scared of you. And he's telling this dude, I'm sitting there talking to the dude. He told me, hold on, while he talking to him on the phone. We're in the rail yard. Now imagine, we're not that far from the terminal. He like, man, hold on. This dude, he like, what you say to me? The driver I'm talking about, he was real cool until that dude started getting so reckless with his mouth, man. Professionalism left, because at this point, he drove over there to the terminal and choked the dude up. He choked the dispatcher up, man. Now, was the consequences from that? Yes, it was. But that was a drastic situation. The dude was talking so greasy where professionalism, it went from work to personal. And when you go to personal, problems gonna happen. But anyway, being more professional, man. Like, you're the customers and they talking to you, hey driver, get over there. Like some rail yards I go to, somebody who runs Chicago rail yards, you guys know, this terminal, this rail yard, they known for having attitudes. And I ain't gonna say it on here, but you know, you know. Matter of fact, that was one of the rail yards where I did a video when a driver went ham and a driver assistance. So that was that yard, and your integrity will be tested on if the professional stays in the building or not. If you gonna be out here driving, don't be out here just reckless, willy-nilly, man. Like, remember why you out here. You got a mission. You out here to get money. You out here to travel and get money. You out here to provide for your family. Whatever you out here to do, you have to keep that in mind, because them days them weeks where it ain't too quote unquote good, these are real truck drivers in my eyes, the people that drive trucks in my eyes. You don't go whining and complaining and talking about, well, I don't know what to do. I just don't. Okay, if that situation ain't working out for you, what you do is you go. You try to rectify the situation that you in, see if you could make some stuff happen with that. If you can't make it happen with that, then now you gotta make a decision. I'm gonna bounce. I'm not finna go complaining and whining and talking about, oh, the world is, I just don't like this because the world is against me. Whatever. I see guys be out here whining. I know some of these guys have some legit complaints. But I asked a couple questions, like 3 layers deep, like when they talking to me about it. I'm the type of person, you come to me complaining about something or something's bothering you or you're concerning you, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Hey, what have you done to try to rectify the situation? Or how you tried this? I'm gonna give you options. If you say no, 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 and no, and no, and all that, then now I go into the whining category. And I'm like, I really don't like hearing the whining, because I mean, anybody can whine about something or cry about something. Like me, I'm sitting in a problem right now. For some building that I ain't had nothing to do with. I didn't have to build this box. I could be here whining right now, but I'm not. I digress. So anyway, remember why you out here. I did a video on what's your why, trucker's why. That's a real truck driver to me. You out here to make your money. And I'm gonna say this. It was a guy on YouTube. He was a truck driver, and he had a YouTube channel about trucking. And he was a real truck driver. I can say that. For me, I watched him when I was watching it real heavy back in the day. He got out the truck or whatever. He ain't doing no more. So now a lot of people talking about he wasn't a real truck driver. You look at him, he couldn't handle the pressure or whatever. Nah, that ain't a fake truck driver to me. That's somebody who got in, did what they had to do, and got out. They executed. That's what I'm saying. Remember why you out here. No, a lot of guys feel like they stuck in the truck right now. They feel like, man, if I could do something else, making the money I'm making now, have more time, have more of my life back, without all the health problems and stuff that has come along with this business, the stress level, all the stuff that come along with this, like anything else, they would do it in a heartbeat. So for people to say, oh, you can't handle the pressure, I like, man, from a guy that's been in this game over 20 years, I don't look at it nothing like that. I look at it like, you had a plan and you stuck with it and you executing your plan. You just got out the game. And whoever don't like it, so be it. So he remembered his why, or why he was out here. So all the distractions going on. And in this market right now, come on. What a better time to get out of it? If you don't get out of it, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, I digress. To me, another thing about being a real truck driver, guys, a person that drive a truck, as I like to say, is that you understand when you leave your house in the morning, the afternoon, or evening, or no matter where you're going, if you're over the road, or if you're local, if you're regional, whatever the case may be, you know it's a possibility that you might not make it home that day. There's a lot of truckers out here that leave out, and I'm gonna get to a point in a minute. So a lot of truckers leave their house that morning or that night and don't make it back home because of accidents, stuff happens. This is a job where we're not inside one building where it's like the moving parts ain't as many. You out here with pedestrians, you out here with cars, you out here with people going to work. We are out here on the road with people that got regular life going on outside of our life, because our life is the road, because we out here on the road. You got people that just got to argument with their wife or husband, now they on the road with you in a car or a truck, driving all crazy, cutting you off crazy style, which will get me to my next point. You gotta be in your mind as in, okay, I want to get home today. I want everybody on the road with me to get home today. I can't just react and go crazy. Like I did that one video when this one driver was so mad at me because he was sitting in traffic on one lane and my lane was moving. Before it merged over, he gonna try to cut me off and almost flip me on the side of a highway because he was in his feelings. I did a video about that when a guy ran me off the road. Like I said, with stuff like that, that dude is not emotionally intelligent. That's what I'm saying, and that's another point I'm making right now. A real truck driver to me has or embraces emotional intelligence. What do that mean? You know when your emotions are getting out of control, or you're getting road rage, or you're finna lose it. So you don't get road rage because of people going through their regular problems on the road. You have emotional intelligence. It means you know, okay, I'm finna get angry right now. Okay, this is becoming a real big problem for me. Okay, I better take 5, count to 10. Do something besides losing it, because if you lose it driving this heavy piece of machinery, man, it's fines, consequences, repercussions for doing this. You could kill somebody, you go to jail. It was a guy that what was it, I don't know, a couple years back, it was a guy driving a truck. That dude was driving all crazy style because he fell asleep behind the wheel because he's trying to beat some time, because he's trying to beat the clock, and he was driving so long he fell asleep, and he killed I think 2 or 3 people. I think he killed a state trooper too, if I'm not mistaken. That dude he got thrown under the jail because of one incident. He just fell asleep, which is another thing. Real truckers, to me, understand that hey, if you getting sleepy, man, just find somewhere to take you a 10-15 minute nap. Take it. I mean, one time I was coming out of state. I was coming back to the city. I ain't get much sleep that night before. And I messed around, said I could push it. 3 hours in, I'm nodding. Oh man. I don't know what to do. I'm like, you know, that's when you stick your head out the window trying to ride with the wind blowing in your face. And I realized, I told myself at that split second, like, what are you doing? And at this point, I was driving over 15 years at this point. I said to myself, what are you doing? Pull up to the next truck stop and take you like a 10, 15 minute nap. Go. I mean, you ain't that much of a hurry, because the way you going, you ain't gonna make it to where you gotta go anyway. Because I'm gonna either end up in a ditch or end up crashing into somebody, or something gonna happen where I ain't gonna make it to my destination. So I just pulled over and went to sleep. So anyway, took me like a little nap and got back on the road, and I was good to make it the rest of the way. Sometimes you gotta do that. Well, get out, kick the tires a little bit, and you know, and get where you gotta go. But anyway, emotional intelligence, don't get road rage, because these four-wheelers out here will cut you off, come across 3 lanes, make you jam on your brakes, and you just wanna, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes you just wanna hit the gas and say you gonna feel this pain, because now you jeopardizing all these other people's lives because you wanna do a last minute idiotic thing. But if you don't have no emotional intelligence, you will hit the gas. Before you know it, you'll be on the news talking about raging driver, raging trucker. They don't know about you trying to get where you gotta go. They don't care about that. That guy was an idiot that day and cut you off and almost put everybody else's life in danger because you trying to avoid him. They don't care about none of that. All they gonna see is a truck driver, rams a pedestrian off the bridge. That's all they gonna see. And they gonna see a mugshot on TV like. And then now you facing time because of some idiot out here because you don't have emotional intelligence. Guys, it was times, this is the last story and I'm gonna get out of here. It was times, and I don't hardly get personal, but I'm gonna get personal on this. It was a time where I was on the road, I was going through some personal stuff, my personal relationship, and I was on the phone, and I heard the whomping, like the whomp, I could see the lips coming through the phone, just like, just talking whatever. And I was like, man, I'm on the road, I ain't got time for this. I said, only thing stopping me from talking to you right now is the button. So I pressed the button, right? But I'm still angry because of the conversation. So there's a guy on the side of me. He was like, he was just looking over at me. And the road was open. There was 3 lanes. The road was wide open. I'm in the middle lane. This guy decided to pull in front of me, slow down. And I'm like, all these 3 lanes is open. Why is this guy, he's in a truck and trailer. So I slow down, I get in the right lane, he in the middle lane. This guy he slow down, I come on the side of him, I'm looking at him like, hey man, come on man, today not the day, right? So, I speed up, he slow down, he get behind me, now he's tailgating me. So, long story short, he's doing all this crazy stuff, he come back on the side of me, I'm switching lanes, we just switching lanes and just driving, oh man, it was just crazy. So he put him on the side and I said, you know what man, pull over, right? Mind you, I was already mad because of what I had going on the phone, which I shouldn't have been. I should have separated the 2. So did you know the guy, he was like, what? We doing hand signals through the window. I'm like, pull up, you over, right? And I wasn't even ready for him to pull over though. I ain't gonna lie, I was mad, but I wasn't that mad. I don't like displaced anger, you know what I'm saying? So, the dude started pulling over. I was like, oh, he pulling over. I was like, nah, man. So I started thinking like, nope, you pull over, this could be real bad. This could be real bad. You could be somewhere you don't want to be if you pull over. Because it could go real wrong real quick. Skip it, keep going. Now, mind you, he's pulling over on the shoulder. I hit the gas. But Old Faithful is not that fast. And he was in a Volvo. Now, I don't know what they make them Volvos with. Them dudes come from a dead stop with a Volvo and just take off like they just been rolling the last 5 or 10 miles. Anyway, so the guy catch up with me, right? Now he on the side of me, throwing his hands in there like, what the shit you want to pull over? I'm like, no, have a nice day. Have a nice day. Why did I do that? I came to my common sense. I mean, first of all, it wasn't that guy that was my problem at the moment. I had a problem from a personal situation on the phone. Secondly, that guy was at the wrong place at the wrong time with me, which made me more irritated because of what I had going on before. And he was doing stupid stuff too, but he was ready for some extra nonsense that I wasn't ready for when I told him to pull over. If I didn't have emotional intelligence at that moment, if I was just a loose cannon, I would have pulled over. And guess what, guys? There probably wouldn't be no Trucking Life channel today. Because this happened before I started the channel. So maybe one day, guys, if you leave in the comments below, maybe one day, guys, if you leave in the comments below, I got plenty trucker stories, guys. I try to share a lot of the crazy ones because I don't want to promote no crazy stuff in trucking, man. I just want to try to get people out by the jams and get people off the road, you know. But at the end of the day, these are real truckers to me, whoever conduct themselves as things I named in this video. I'm starting to see less and less of this stuff out here. Truckers is losing it, and they driving crazy, like that dude almost ran me off the road. Well, he did. Correction. The dude did run me off the road. He drove me into the median. And he's an old dude, too. Talking like that dude off of Charlie Brown. That's how he talked. I was losing it. Anyway, don't let anybody make you lose it out here, guys. Stick to being a real driver. Your goal is to remember your why while you're out here. Get home safely. Remember, every day is not promised, and that moment gonna pass by, regardless of how mad you or they are. It ain't worth it. So, real truckers, stand up, man. And I mean, not saying like having a bunch of chicken lights off your truck. That's cool too. I ain't talking about that. Knowing the different engine sizes, knowing that the rears, that's a trucker too. But I'm talking about, my mind is, these are real guys out here on the mission to do their job and go home. They trying to fulfill their mission and go home. Get their bread and go home and take care of their family, provide for whatever they got to provide for. That's a real trucker to me, man. Like, where's these guys at? You got guys out here just reckless. I mean, reckless. But anyway, YouTube, you stop by for the first time, hit the subscribe button. Why not? It's at the bottom of the screen somewhere. YouTube might have changed it around. It used to be on the right, I think it's on the left now. I don't know where it's at. Hit the button. Drop some good knowledge over here. Also, too, your boy off of one-on-one coaching. You're a small business owner, you're a company driver, or you own a small fleet of trucks, and you're trying to decide if you want to advance in this game called trucking, rent an intermodal, or grow a small fleet outside of intermodal. How to do it the better way without lessening the chances of losing in this game, because it's so easy to lose in this business. Holla at your boy. info@truckingthelife.com. Serious inquiries only. Don't want to waste your time. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, YouTube. Hope this video is helpful. Give you a little understanding of what's going on around here. I'll see you guys in the video. Peace.